iCopyright is pleased to announce today the release of our new Excerpt service. This is a significant upgrade to the existing Excerpt service. Figuring out how to address the reuse of excerpts has historically been a tough challenge for publishers. We think we've helped online publishing take a big step forward with this new release. The challenges we needed to address include, first, how does one turn users' habits of copying and pasting excerpts into a behavior that respects publishers' rights? Second, how does one do this without interrupting the user's normal activity flow? Third, how does one address fair use, properly balancing users' rights and publishers' rights? Finally, how does one deliver the excerpt to the user's blog or website in a way that provides an embedded proof of license, yet does not disrupt the flow for the blog's reader? Let's demonstrate the new service. Suppose you are a reader of this article. You find this paragraph interesting and wish to excerpt it for your blog. Your first instinct is to copy-paste it, so go ahead. We release the mouse button. Up pops the Excerpt service. If the user clicks Yes, he is brought into the ordering template. The template is automatically pre-populated with the excerpt he selected. The word count is pre-calculated and the price is pre-calculated. We enter the website we wish to post the excerpt to. The user can, as always, pay by entering a credit card or by logging into their personal iCopyright account, or they can use the new corporate account service, which allows employees of participating companies to purchase licenses without inputting a personal credit card. And that's what we've done here. We've used the corporate account service to pay. We complete the purchase. Then let's have the user select the HTML block quote format for his excerpt. He clicks on the content and copies it. Let's now go to my blog. I paste the excerpt into my blog. Let's publish it to the web. Now let's see how it looks on my live blog. There is the excerpt, appropriately formatted. At the bottom is the iCopyright logo, signifying that the blogger has purchased a license from the publisher. We call this logo an ICL, for Intelligent Copyright License, or less formally, an icicle. If we roll over the icicle, the license information pops up. If we click on the icicle, we are taken to the familiar Proof of License page. Note that the blogger was able to display a proof of license without displaying a messy URL or lengthy verbiage under the excerpt. Now this icicle serves as a very public announcement to all readers that the excerpt was properly licensed. We call this peer pressure enforcement because infringement is immediately obvious to everyone if the icicle is absent on an excerpt taken from a participating publication, unless fair use applies. But the icicle also serves another purpose. You may be familiar with our automated copyright infringement and detection service called Discovery. Discovery scours the internet looking for unauthorized copies of our publisher's content. When Discovery sees this excerpt, it will know it is a copy of your content. But when it sees the icicle at the bottom and examines the information contained within the icicle and compares it to other information in our database, it will know it is a properly licensed copy for which enforcement action is not warranted. Now, let's go back one more time to the original article. Many users will not be sure if a license is required to republish an excerpt, because in some cases fair use applies. So we offer them the opportunity to click on the question, do I need a license to republish an excerpt from this article? Let's click on it now. This is the default language we provide to answer that question. It is designed to give practical guidance that is helpful to users, but in a way that does not reduce the publisher's rights to pursue a case of suspected infringement. This language can be customized by you in Conductor. To do so, in Conductor, go to the Publications tab. Select Services. Select Post, and then within Post, select Post Excerpt. At the bottom, we see the fair use statement. You can leave the default template as it is, or you can edit it, or you can upload an entirely new template. You can also elect to display no statement whatsoever if you prefer. We are excited about this new service and hope you are too. It can be activated today by any publisher who uses our best practices implementation of the toolbar, which looks like this if you use the horizontal version and down below if you use the vertical version. To enable the excerpt feature, all you need to do is add a single line of JavaScript to your template that loads the iCopyright article tools. That line is shown here in red. If you are using an older or incomplete version of our toolbar, you will need to switch to the latest and greatest version in order to activate the upgraded excerpt service. To do this, contact Chip Schaefer or Andrew Elston. If you are a publisher who is implementing your publication for the first time after the release of this service, and you use our best practices implementation, no special step is required on your part. Following our default instructions will result in the service being automatically activated. Okay, that about does it. Thanks for listening.